3. MS Access Queries, Forms and Reports. Chapter Focus. MS Access Queries. Create a query. Parts of the query window. Use of query. Forms and reports. Create a report. A query in MS Access produces selected records from a table that meet certain predefined conditions. A form is used for adding, modifying and removing records in a table. It is a graphical representation of a table. A report is an effective way of presenting your data in a printed format. MS Access Queries. Query is a statement that filters the record from a table according to a condition or specific criteria. How to create a query? A query may be based on other queries or a set of tables. The following are the steps for creating a query. Step 1. Open a database and click on the Create tab of the ribbon. Step 2. Click on Query Design in the Queries group. We see the Show Table dialog box. Step 3. Select a table where query has to be placed. Here it is the Students table. Step 4. Click on Add. The selected table is added in the query window. Step 5. Click on the Close button. Parts of the query window. Query window has been divided into two panes. The tables selected for the query are shown in the top pane. The lower pane shows a design grid, which is used for adding fields to the query and applying certain conditions. Design grid. Let us understand the design grid. Field. Fields from the selected table are shown in field row. Table. Name of the table is shown in the table row. Sort. Data is filtered in an ascending or descending order in the sort row. Show. When a query is run, a particular field that will be visible is displayed by a check mark shown in the Show row. Criteria. The condition on the basis of which the records will be filtered is specified in the Criteria row. Or, multiple conditions are specified using this row. Using a query. To use a query, you need to add fields. Specify the criteria in the design grid and then run the query. 1. Add fields to a table. 2. Specify the condition in the design grid. 3. Run the query. Let us create a query based on the Students table. The query is used to display the records where total marks are more than 250. Follow the steps given below. Step 1. Select the required field from the drop-down list of the field row in the design grid. We can select the field by double-clicking on the field from the table in the top pane also. Step 2. Select the order of sorting from the Sort view. Step 3. Specify the condition in the Criteria row, that is type greater than 250 in double quotes, in this case under the marks column. Now save the query. Step 4. Click on Run on the Results group in the Design tab of the ribbon to see the result of the query that is displayed in the Datasheet view, showing only those records that satisfy the applied condition. Multiple criteria may be added on a table. And condition is applied when we are required to enter two criteria on the same line, and only those records have to be shown that meet both criterias. Or condition is applied when we are required to enter one criterion in the criteria row and the second criterion in the OR row, and those records that meet either of the criteria have to be displayed. MS Access Forms. A form is a convenient way to enter data into the database. A form can be used for viewing all fields in one screen instead of scrolling in various data sheets. MS Access connects a form to a table and stores information contained in a form into a table. A form is very useful to use when you have numerous fields in a table. How to create a form? We select the required table and follow these steps to create a form. Step 1. Click on the Create tab in the ribbon. Step 2. Click on the Form in Forms group. a form is created and it shows all fields of the selected table. The navigation bar can be utilized to access the records on a form. Do you know? Although a form can be named differently from a table, they both still manipulate the same information and the same data. Hence, if you change a record in a form, it will be changed in the table also. 3 views are available in MS Access to view a form. 1. Form view. 2. Layout view. 3. Design view. In order to view a form in any of these views, click on View from the Design tab on the ribbon. Form view. It is used for typing or editing data. Layout view. It is used for modifying the format of a form. Click on the Format tab. Click on the More button of Auto Format to choose a style from the gallery in the Layout view. Design view. It is used for modifying the design of a form. MS Access Reports. A report is also a database object. It is an effective way of presenting data in a printed format. Most reports are bound to one or more tables and queries in the database. How to create a report? We select the table or query on which the report is to be created. The following steps are followed to create a report. Step 1. Click on the Create tab on the ribbon. Step 2. Click on the Report from Reports group. A report is created containing all fields of the selected table on the report. The navigation bar can be utilized to access the records on a report. 4 views are available in which a report is displayed in MS Access. These are 1. Report view. 2. Print view. 3. Layout view. 4. Design view. Points to remember. Query in MS Access produces selected records from a table that meet certain predefined conditions. A form is a convenient way to enter data into database. Report is an effective way of presenting your data in a printed format. Query window has been divided into 2 panes. A form is a convenient way to enter data into the database. Design view is used for modifying the design of a form. Layout view is used for modifying the format of a form. A. Tick the correct option.